Uh-oh. Hi, everyone. Meteorologist Jeremy Baker here. Could I get help from one of you two? Thank you. We're going to have you look at this. Oh, it's over here. Wait, here. This thing. Yay, thank you. We got a super at the bottom, too. I don't know if there's a way to... Is that on my end? Doing a little behind the scenes here for a second. We'll get to you in just a minute. Do I do that? Wait, will this do it? No, I don't think so. Let's see. No. All right. Well, looks like that was probably from a press conference earlier on where it's talking about the medical episode in Bernie. So we're just going to ignore that, and we're going to go ahead and just do the weather. Oh, here's the joke. I heard there was one already. Had to give up my job at the fire hydrant plant. Could never find a place to park. Oh, I live downtown, deal with something like that all the time at one of the stores around there. Almost got a ticket once. I came out. The guy was putting it on the car already, and I said, sorry about that. But because I owned up to it, he took it away. It was very nice. So thank you for the joke, David. Brought up memories, bad memories. All right, take a look outside. It is dark. Yes, it is after 9 o'clock. You can see, I think that's the medical center we're looking at there on Skycam, San Antonio Airport, and Calaveras Lake. Plenty of lights. Morgan's Wonderland Camp, it is quiet and dark. Hey, you got the sniffles or the sneezes or whatever else. Molds, they are light, but they're still up there. They count 390, so in the higher range for light, but not too bad. How about that aquifer? Well, yeah, it keeps dropping. For the past 3 days, it's been 0.4 feet every day. So we're down to 632.6. That's where the 10-day average sits right now. And the monthly average, 662. We should be closer to that, but we're about 30 feet below where we should be. So we still need a lot of help. I'll show you the drought map in a little bit as well. It was just updated yesterday. So we have 87 at the San Antonio Airport, Stinson at 88. But this evening, the wind is a little bit of a story. Winds are out of the southeast at 26 miles an hour. That is some strong wind, and gusts higher. That's sustained wind, not gusts. So easily gusts could be 30. So if you're noticing some wind tonight, if you're barbecuing outside, maybe you've had to anchor down some napkins or tablecloths. It's windy out there. Dew points at 70 degrees, so because of that, it's fairly high. Humidity at 57%, so you can feel that humidity outside, but the wind making it feel not quite as humid, not quite as nasty. So that's good news. So we've got 90s and 80s. Where we have the 90s in the southwest, 94 Del Rio and Eagle Pass at 95, Pearsall and Cotulla 92. Everybody else is in the 80s, 84 Rock Springs, Junction 85, Bernie, Kerrville 82, also 82 in Beeville, 88 in Floresville, 85 Gonzales, Pleasanton and New Braunfels and San Marcos, 86 in Seguin, and 84 in Kennedy. Here is the radar. You do see some green showing up around San Antonio and New Braunfels. That is not rain. I'm pretty sure right now the Weather Service has the radar in clear air mode. When that's the case, usually when there's no rain or precipitation, it's looking for the tiniest air molecules, air particles. So it's probably picking that up. So that's what we're probably seeing here, or a little heat from the ground too. So no rain here. However, once again, I swear they're having something every night this week. Up near Lubbock and Jayton, up there in the Panhandle and West Texas, they've got more severe storms just rolling on through. We showed some last night, some large hail that Henry's father sent in, actually, from, it wasn't Jayton, it was near Jayton. I forget what it was called, but Slayton, I think it was. But they're getting more storms up there. We need some rain, not severe storms. All right, here's the humidity forecast. We're showing the dew point here. The dew point's a measure of moisture in the air. And for the most part, it's staying in the upper 60s or low 70s. So humid, very humid to tropical all the way through the weekend. Maybe a slight dip in the middle of next week behind the cold front. It's going to bring us some rainfall Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday rather, and then right back up. So we're expecting that humidity to stick around for quite a while, unfortunately. Excuse me. All right, here's that drought report. Comes out every Thursday, so this is out as of yesterday. You can see we still have exceptional drought conditions from San Antonio westward about to Uvalde and northward into the eastern hill country and near Austin. We did have that stretching all the way to the Rio Grande, connecting with that other area you see off in West Texas. But right in between, enough rain fell that they updated that, so now it's an extreme drought, downgraded from exceptional, but extreme is still really bad. So we got some improvement. We have a long way to go. Of course, we'll keep you updated on that. Here's the water vapor imagery. You'll see the storms blow up right about there in West Texas. That's along the dry line. To the west of it, you have drier air, less humidity, less moisture. To the east of it, more of it, where we are, where the air masses meet. That's where the storms form. And you see them form right about there. By the time they get here, they're gone. There's just not enough moisture or triggers in the atmosphere to keep those storms going. So no main weather systems affecting us, and that means heat. And here we go. All right, here's your hour-by-hour forecast. The clock in the corner starts you out at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies. A dry start to the day, but it will be muggy. And temperatures in the mid to upper 70s for overnight lows. Heading through the day, this is the HRRR model. You can see a lot of heat. We saw the bright pink in the southwest counties. Highs easily into the lower 100s there. Everyone else, upper 90s to near 100, I would say, for tomorrow. So very hot stuff, and it will be humid. So when you factor in the humidity with the air temperature, that brings in a heat index of around 105. Very dangerous. So make sure you try to stay in the air conditioning. If you're outside, stay in the shade. Drink plenty of water. Wear light layered, light colored clothing if you must be in the sun. Try to avoid the sun. All right, and then as we head into Sunday, notice you did see some showers try to make their way out of the Rio Grande. Collapsed a bit when they hit West Texas, but they may hold on long enough to give a little rain for our western counties. For the most part, Sunday will be dry, partly cloudy skies, and temperatures starting out in the mid to upper 70s. It'll be muggy, of course. I grew up in Philadelphia. One of the meteorologists there would always say we have the muggies. So we'll have the muggies this weekend. And then for the rest of the day, we're going to see high temperatures way up there once again. Sunday is a weather impact alert day. I'll show you that when we get to the 14-day. But upper 90s, low to mid 100s for daytime highs. Plenty of sunshine in the afternoon. A bit more cloud cover in the south, according to that model. So for tonight, warm and muggy once again. Partly cloudy skies, mostly clear right now. More clouds rolling in late tonight. Overnight low temperature of 77 degrees. Southeast winds are at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Sunset at 8:32 today. We're 2 weeks away from the start of summer. Days are still getting longer. The heat's already here. I keep saying it's spring. It sure doesn't feel like it, though, does it? Mickey Shepherd, good evening. Why did the chicken go to a seance to get to the other side? Oh, got Mickey and David there with the jokes tonight. Just noticed my tie is a huge stain. Went to the QT and had one of those. Oh, by the way, the QT on Fredericksburg, they're remodeling. They have the usual drink fountains, but they're putting in new ones with touch screens. And where you have the coffee, it looks like a bar almost. So you grab the handles to fill up your coffee cup, and there's big screens with video screens and stuff. But anyway, held iced tea too close to me, and that's where this came from, I guess. You can't really see it up there though. Taking a look at this monitor. No, sorry. Well, maybe. All right. Anyway. Saturday forecast starting out muggy in the morning, mostly cloudy, sun and clouds at noon, and 89, hot and humid by the end of the day tomorrow, 98. Ew. All right, here is the 14-day forecast. Notice Sunday and Monday, really Sunday through Wednesday, are red because those are weather impact alert days. Those are days where the weather could impact your day-to-day routine. Sunday and Monday, that's for the heat. Highs around 100, heat index above 105. So very dangerous, so try to limit your time outside. Definitely try to stay out of the sun, where it'll feel more like 120 to 125. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we've got a cold front coming in. That's going to give us chances for rain. We bumped it up 50% Tuesday, 40% Wednesday. Some of those could be strong to severe, so we'll have to fine-tune that forecast as it gets closer. But that's why we have weather impact alert days on those days. But it'll knock our temperatures down with highs in the low 90s. Same story into Thursday. The rain chances then start to go down as we head into the next weekend, down to 20%. For Friday and Saturday, highs in the mid-90s, and then the rain mostly is out of here for the rest of the forecast with highs in the mid to upper 90s. That is your weather. I'll have more tonight on Ken's 5 News at 10. Henry and Easties will have your news. Nate will have your sports. Hope you have a good night. If we don't see you, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.